Hello and welcome back to the version 3.9 beta. Last time we were comparing the two Duranels, the A rank Duranel and the S rank Duranel, and we did stumble upon some really interesting results when we compared these two characters. Mostly the damage difference was really great. Well, for today I wanted to test out the S Duranel against the Herrscher of the Void, since if you remember, Herrscher of the Void was one of the most powerful characters up until recently. And well, it will be interesting to see if S Duranel is actually close to God Kiana's performance in combat. Of course, there are a couple differences, the biggest which is their types. One of them is creature, and that is Herrscher of the Void, while the other one is a mecha, and that is pretty much S Duranel. So it will be really interesting to see how that plays out, and as well, there are also differences in how they actually behave in combat. S Duranel has a really high alpha, while God Kiana does have a good DPS. Well, we are going to start things off a little bit differently now. I will be hopping in pretty much Abyss, since I see people use God Kiana in Abyss as to bomb the enemies. And I'm really curious to see how her performance will be when she is maxed out. Of course, both of these Valkyries are maxed out, their gear is maxed out, weapon is maxed out, and stigmas are also fully leveled. The ranks are also fully leveled and of course fully upgraded. So it will be really interesting to see how they will compare. And let me just switch the stigmas again, because the game for some reason didn't save my setup. I don't know why. Well, there we go. That played out nicely. And as you can see, everything is maxed out and we can start. Well, if you remember when God Kiana was first released in, I think it was version update 2.4 or 2.5, that was a while ago. She was one of the most anticipated and of course one of the most powerful kills in the game. And I don't know what happened, pretty much she did have some problems. I don't know if they were fixed. So far in the beta I haven't experienced any problem with this character. In the live version, however, I did experience some problems, more of them a bit later, but that now it's not the time. Well, what am I going to do in this Abyss first? Well, I will clear 2 floors, and then we will see how effective and what time both of these characters actually needed to clear these floors. And I think this is Red Lotus. Yeah, this is Red Lotus. I tried to be Mirate, but unfortunately I couldn't log in time to... There were a couple problems with the servers, I think, and I couldn't log in time to climb, but well, Red Lotus, it will be sufficient. And well, she does do lots of damage with her ultimate, but keep in mind, all of these Valkyries are triple S rank, fully leveled out, fully geared. So, and even the dorms are actually also fully geared out, fully leveled up. Everything is top tier. So I would be really surprised if her performance wasn't good at such high ranks. Well, overall I see no problems so far with taking out these enemies. And we cleared, I think, the first floor in 1 minute and 28 seconds. Well, that was pretty nice. Well, on to the next wave of enemies. And well, she does do some really good damage to them. Now the damage we can definitely see, compared to the last few videos that I did with Duranel, is kinda lower in her ultimate. Duranel's ultimate somehow still deals a lot more damage. And well, we will see that actually when I play Duranel here in a moment. But overall, I got the impression that Duranel's damage output in ultimate is a lot greater than Kiana's over here in this case. Well, of course, you're going to see that when I run Duranel. But overall, definitely playable. I'm okay with her performance here. She does do this. She does take out these enemies in a really decent time frame. And overall, I see no problems with the character at this moment in terms of DPS and in terms of overall stability. Everything is pretty much okay. And Well, she works. Interestingly enough, she works really well here. And I can say I do have flashbacks from back in the day when she was really a new character. Those were, I think, the golden days of the game. I personally enjoyed the game back then a lot. Well, let's see, these enemies, this floor is going down quickly, and we are at 3 minutes into the abyss. And so far, I think I'm doing a good job taking out these enemies so far. And soon the ultimate will arrive. A couple more seconds. There we go. Ultimate, and I think this ultimate will take them out. Well, almost. We're all almost there. Almost there. And let's see. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And yep, 3 minutes and 32 seconds when I cleared the second floor. Well, time to hop in Duranel and let's see how she will perform. Again, same enemies, same mobs, and same Red Lotus. Pretty much everything will be the same. And let's see how she will deal with those enemies and at what speed, of course. Well, they spawned in, and as you can see, we have one of each. And that's why I did choose this particular map and this particular floor. Since as you can see, we have one of each types on the field. So that way I can just focus the type that the character is good at, and that way the test will be really accurate. Well, not surprising that she's doing a lot of damage. Just look, oh, okay, well those are some huge hits. I am clearing the first wave in, I think, less than a minute. We're 40 seconds into this, and almost all of their HP is down, which happens to be a bit faster than with God Kiana. Now, of course, the lock is stuck on that mob for some reason, I don't know why. Let's see. Ultimate popped, and now I'm doing some really good damage, and there we go. Evasion, and that was really smooth. And alright, well, 1 minute and 5 seconds. Pretty impressive time. Well, next floor, next wave of enemies. And alright, well, I'm doing a good job so far. Okay, well, I can definitely tell you that for some reason Duranel over here is doing a better job at taking out these enemies. When I say that, I mean she took less time to clear out these enemies. And really interesting enough, her ultimate does do a lot of damage, and well, let's just see the numbers speak for themselves. And there we go, that's one hit, that's the other hit, and literally with 2 hits I took out half of the entire health bar. Well, that's also 1/8 of the health bar left, and we're 2 minutes in, and we are already defeating the second wave. Well, it took her 2 minutes and 7 seconds to clear the same enemies as God Kiana. Well, now it's time to hop on Memorial Arena and let's see their performance over here. Well, unfortunately, I will play 2 bosses. The first one will be this one, and then we will hop on Homu, because, well, it's kinda tricky. The rotations were kind of funky, but it's okay, I'll manage. So, in the first round, we saw Duranel being a minute faster than Herrscher of the Void in clearing those 2 waves. Really interesting, and I did use the ultimates really often on both of these characters. It just happened that Herrscher of the Void's ultimate just didn't do enough damage to these enemies. Somehow Duranel was really effective at taking out all of these mobs without any problems. And well, that's why I can say Duranel won the first round. Well, this will be Memorial Arena, and things are going to be slightly different here. We are going to see how both of these characters will perform here. And so far, the damage output of Herrscher the Void is really good on that enemy, and her shield breaking abilities are also really nice, and overall I am taking him out in a decent time frame. Well, ultimate is ready. I'll save the ultimate for the next wave of mobs that will hop in. And okay, there we go. First sequence is out. Now let's keep on taking out the next ones that have spawned in. I really hope that I can take all of them out with a single ultimate. I think I can take all of them out in a single ultimate. It will be, yep, there we go, all of them taken out. Well, almost. They are left without shield, but all of them are pretty much down. Well, we will see the final score. I think I'll clear this within 1 minute and 50 seconds, or I think 45 seconds at this point. We will see. And well, 43.5 seconds. Okay, well, it was pretty nice, and the score was also pretty. I'm pretty satisfied with the score. Well, let's see. The next round will be with Durandal. Pretty much I'll be using the same equipment on Durandal as usual. Nothing changed. And let's see how she will perform against this boss. So we have 27,000 points with God Kiana. And well, let's see how many points we will have with S Durandal. Again, same lineup, same everything. I didn't change pretty much anything. Everything is the same. Well, the shield has been out on this mob really quickly, and I'm really glad that they fixed the combo, since now I can actually use the combo without a problem. Back in the day when the beta first launched, it didn't work properly, but now it's actually working really good, really smooth. And well, time to pop that ultimate, and let's see what will happen to the health bar of this enemy. Well, that was a full bar of damage, and that was another full bar of damage, and well, we ended the first sequence within 40 seconds. That was really fast, interesting. Okay, well, next sequence, we have 3 of these. Well, one of them is down, let's see. Okay, one of them is down, we have 2 more left. And I can definitely tell you, doing the combo on this character is really satisfying, really satisfying and smooth. Okay, let's see what will happen over here. Well, that's a nice evasion, and that one is, yep, he is going down. Let me just impale him on the spear, there we go. My favorite attack in the game. Okay, pop that ultimate, 1 minute and 20 seconds. Interesting timing. Well, we are 20 seconds faster with S Durandal on the same enemy. And the score will be around 28,000, since, well, I pretty much expect 28,000. We're about to find out. Let's see that score. Oh yeah, 28,000. Okay, nice. Well, now, like I said, because that enemy was a creature type, and well, since Durandal was kind of more effective against that one, I decided let's pop another test, and this time I'll be a bit more fair, and we are going to fight a neutral enemy. In this case it will be Homo Emperor, and well, let's see how both of these Valkyries will perform against this boss. Well, let's see. Ultimate pop. Of course, I started this with S Durandal first, and after that we will start with Herrscher of the Void, and we will see their performance. Well, decent damage output of Durandal against this boss. That was a really big hit and really nice damage output so far. Of course, unfortunately, I can't use the spear on this one, because for some reason you cannot impale him because he has iron body, I guess. And overall, really decent damage output, and I think he will die in a decent time frame as well. Okay, well, we are 1 minute and 5 seconds into the boss battle, and overall, if I killed the shield in time, the boss would be already dead. But overall, I'm doing a pretty decent job at taking him out. It is in the same time frame as pretty much with the previous boss, So I guess 28,000 points, and yeah, 28,000 points. Really interesting. Really interesting. Okay, well, that was the second Memorial Arena boss with Duranel. Now let's hop on God Kiana and let's see how she will perform, and let's see her score. I'm really curious to see how she will perform against it. And as you can see, overall, pretty similar characters in terms of DPS. Really similar. Duranel is doing slightly better in Abyss because of her superior alpha physical damage, while Herrscher Void is somehow reaching her levels when we are fighting in Memorial Arena. But again, Duranel is slightly higher. And really interesting results with Herrscher of the really interesting results with the Herrscher of the Reason. Herrscher of the Void, my apologies, not Herrscher of the Reason. Herrscher of the Reason would have won this by a long shot, we all know that. Okay, let's pop that ultimate, and I think this will be... oh, those are big hits. Yep, that was a nice ultimate. That was a really nice ultimate. We're 55, well, we're 1 minute into the boss battle, and so far it appears to me that Herrscher of the Void actually will kill this boss faster than Duranel. Really interesting. Well, let's see if that will happen. 1 minute, and yep, this will either be a tie or a really close battle. Let's see what will happen. 1 minute and 20 seconds. Okay, well this was really close. Well, 28,000. Well, this is a tie actually. They actually were both equally effective against this boss. Pretty much 1 second, 2 second difference, and couple points difference in score. Well, that one is a tie. Really interesting results. Well, time to summarize things up. Both of these characters are really good. Overall, both have their unique performances. They're actually really similar in performance, as you could see here. Well, with that being said, hope you enjoyed. It was my pleasure to play this for you and to test things out for you. And well, I hope that we will have more fun next time. And with that being said, I love you, and I'll see you next time. Take care.